This is our free room cat room, and we've got about 5 girls in here, and we've got Harold. He's a neutered male, and he's just keeping all the girls in line, and he's about 3 years old. He's was just picked up by animal control as a stray. No one came to claim him. He's a real sweet cat. As you can see, he gets along with all the other cats. They're all pretty good together. He's looking for a home. And also in here we have, this is Spooky. She's about a 1-year-old female, and she came in with kittens, and her kittens have been adopted, and now she's looking for a home. And she's a pretty sweet girl. She's got, she'd probably like a home with a playmate, because she likes to play with the other cats and run around and play with toys, and likes to climb on things, but is real sweet with people. So she's looking for a home also. And then down here we have Snowbell. And Snowbell is a real pretty Siamese mix, and she's about 8 months old. She's already spayed. She was actually adopted once from here already, and they ended up having someone in the house that was allergic, so they had to bring her back. And she's really sweet. She would be good with home with kids, other animals. She's a real lap cat. She loves to just lays around in your lap all day and get hugs. So her adoption fee is discounted because she's already spayed. This here is Venus. He's about 7 months old, and he's a really sweet kitten. He's very, very playful. He was brought in, someone trapped him in a trap, I think, and just brought him up here because there's a lot of cat colonies in Brownwood, and they just keep breeding and breeding, so they're getting more and more cats. He's one that we're trying to get adopted out because he's nice and sweet and healthy. He'd be good with kids. You can pretty much do anything to him. He's real calm, laid back, and he'd be good with other animals, and he's looking for a home. This is Lowell and Powell, and they're about 5 weeks old, and they were brought to the shelter because someone found them and couldn't find their mom, so they brought them up here so we could give them the care they needed because they are so young. They'll be going up for adoption in about a week, and they are probably Siamese mixed kittens. It's almost spring, so kittens are coming in like crazy. So we have lots and lots of kittens to choose from. Sometimes we get them in with their mamas, and we can keep them on the mama, that way they stay more healthy. But like with these guys, we kind of sometimes have to bottle feed them or keep them on soft food until they're old enough to eat by themselves. But they'll be ready for adoption in about a week, and like I said, we're getting a lot of kittens in, so we just ask people to bring us the mama if they find the mama also, and if they can afford to, just go ahead and get their cats fixed, because there's a lot of kittens that unfortunately don't find homes. This is Buddy. He's a 3-year-old Lhasa Apso, and he was brought in because he wouldn't stay in the yard and he was getting in trouble chasing cars. So his owners didn't want to take the risk of him getting hit, so they brought him up here to find him a new home. So we need a new home for him that he's either going to be an inside dog and only goes out on a leash, or they have a really strong fence that he's not going to be able to climb over or dig under, so he doesn't, end up getting hit by a car or hurting himself. He's kind of excited right now because it's feeding time, but he's a pretty calm dog usually. He usually just sits on your lap. He can just hear the other dogs getting fed right now. But he's a sweet boy. This is as big as he's going to get, and ideally we want him as an inside dog. This here is Choco. He's a 1-year-old male lab, and he was brought to the shelter. Someone just found him running around downtown and brought him up here. and no one's come to reclaim him, so he is going up for adoption. Labs are usually high-energy dogs. He would be great in a home with kids or with people who like to do sports outside or go on lots of walks. Just outdoor activities to wear him out. And he'd also be a great inside dog. We haven't had any problems with him. I think he's housebroke. He knows commands. Yeah, okay, you saw that. Okay, good boy. And he's just willing to learn. He's really inquisitive. If he doesn't get adopted from here, he's going to be going to the PAWS program at TYC, where some of our dogs go into a training program for 3 months, and the girls out there work with them and teach them new tricks and commands. So it just makes them more adoptable. So hopefully, when they're done with that training, people see that the dog already knows manners and tricks, and they're crate trained and housebroke, and that way, it's a lot easier for them to find a new home. Here we have Miss Frosty. She's a 7-year-old Schnauzer, and her owners brought her in with a chocolate lab because they were out chasing chickens. And she actually qualifies for our Seniors for Seniors program, which if you're over 60 years old and we have older dogs, which we consider to be over 6 years old, you can actually get a discount on the adoptions. And that's perfect for older dogs. Older dogs need quieter homes. With this one especially, we wouldn't place her with a family with young kids because she is older and she just needs somewhere quiet where she can just go play if she wants to and go on little walks every day. So that's what we're looking for her for. She's good with the other dogs. I would just say no chickens. This is Trixie. She is a 7-year-old Ridgeback, and she came to the shelter because her owners moved and they couldn't take her to the new home they were going to. She also qualifies for our Seniors for Seniors program, so you can get her discounted if you qualify for that program. And she's just a pretty calm dog. Ideally, we don't want any young kids around her because she is older and she is a big dog. We just don't take that chance usually. We would like for her to go to a home with maybe older people who have, a big yard for her to play in and run in, and just a calm home. She's a good girl. She's not very energetic most of the time. She likes to go on short walks, but that's about it. Other than that, she likes to just laze around and just sit with you, or just like this. This is what she likes to do. She knows basic commands like sit and stay, but I don't think she was worked with too much for that. But we're just looking for a home for Trixie. She's good with the other dogs. She's good on a leash. She's great here at the shelter. She's just a really nice girl.